Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just so you know, my videos are going to be coming out a little bit slower than usual. Where I live in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, we're currently on a lockdown, so we're not allowed to buy craft supplies. So we're allowed to buy some kitchen stuff, so I was able to create what we're going to do today, the jewelry holder. So let's get started. So we're going to need just a basic pie plate, Dollar Tree. We're going to glue this paper towel holder into the middle of the pan. You just want to make sure it's separate. I just got some Gorilla Glue here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down first before we put the material down. I'm going to let it sit for a couple hours. Once this is glued down and it's solid enough that we're playing around on it, we'll come back and move on to the next step. Okay, so I glued it to the pan. As you can see, it's nice and dry. It's been a couple hours. The next step, what we're going to do is we're going to grab, it's in the car hardware section. It's the soft microfiber cloth from DT. We're going to open it up. So we're going to use two of them. So the first one we're going to use is, I'm going to cut a hole in it right in the center. I'm just going to put it out here where I want to have it. So I'm just estimating. So I'm just going to put a little X here. Probably black wasn't the best color. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have used black, but oh well. I'll flip it over underneath and so you're just going to want it enough to cut it and it slides right over. So on the next step, I'm actually stuff it away here. Just so it's a little bit easier to work with, I'm just gonna trim it. A lot wider than it is. So now that it's there, I'm going to cut that little piece out though. I'm going to put some Mod Podge all the way around, kind of like baking a pie. I'm going to seal this. You're not going to see it anyways because the pool noodle is going to be over it. So it's no big worry. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal it as I go all the way around. I'm going to seal it right to underneath, kind of like that. And I'm going to let it dry for a couple hours. It'll be sunken in more. And then I will move on to the next step. All right, so I put the Mod Podge down. On the inside, I did the Mod Podge because I didn't want the glue to seep through. There was one little spot I put glue and it went through. So I just kept with the Mod Podge on the inside. On the back, I did use hot glue, so it ends up looking like this. I know no one's going to look at it to see underneath, and it still sits very well. So I know it's there. I want to get rid of that. So what I'm going to do, when I put it on, I just stretched it as tight as you can with the hot glue, and because with the hot glue it gets super tight, so it's not loose anywhere. I did grab some felt. I don't have any white felt on me at the moment. I grabbed just some black felt I had. I just took a plate to see what would be covered like this, and I just put it on the felt. What I'll do is I'll cut it out and I will glue the circle part on the back just so you don't see that part. So I will do that off camera. The next thing you want to do is you need your rollers. So it depends on which way you want to do the rollers, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I grabbed a pool noodle. I just had a white pool noodle. It's just the regular size noodle. I did cut up 2 pieces. Now, depending how you want to put them. So I cut it the one side, and I'm just going to show you if you can see that I did an extra cut. I'm going to show you on the side. I actually did 2 cuts just to make it, but so deep enough, but not way through, because we're going to put it on. You have to open it up and you have to stick that part. As you can see, so I'm going to do it like that, and this part you will glue shut. I will just put hot glue, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray paint these silver, and I've already got, I know that some of the ones that I've seen in Dollar Tree down in the US, you actually have the self adhesive ones. Here I cannot find them in the store. I did find this ribbon at Dollarama, which I wish I had the adhesive one because it would have been on better. So I just cut a piece off. So I am going to spray paint this. I will come back and show you, and before I glue this on, and then I'll put the adhesive part on here and glue that on. So then that will be put on like that. So let me I just cut 2 pieces. Really, I just eyed it. I know one's shorter than the other, which is fine. I put the longer one on the bottom. I will give you the inches, how much they are, the sizing, if you want to do the exact same thing. So I will have to grab, oh, actually I can tell you right now, I have a ruler. I don't have my measuring. So the first one I have is almost just under 5 inches. And then the shorter one, because I pre-measured it already, as you can see, I cut this one as well, did the inside. And this one is, let's just put on the right side. Let me go on this side. This one's 4 inches. So, like I said, 2 different sizes. It's all up to you how you want to hang them, taller, shorter on them. And so let me get these spray painted, come back and show you. I'm going to cut my little piece out, get that glued on, and once we do that, we'll move on to the next step. So I went and took the pool noodle and I used some metallic Rust-Oleum paint, fast drying. I ended up doing both the pieces. I thought it looked really nice. Once I put this on, it won't be until I actually put it on the paper towel holder, but I thought it would give it a really nice look with the silver and the blingy. So the next thing we're going to do is you need two paint foam rollers, not foam, just 2 paint rollers, Dollar Tree. I'm just looking at the one. I end up cutting a hole on one side. I used a black marker, so when I just used a drill bit. It's hard plastic, so you just have to drill the holes. And then your second cloth, you'll be able to use 1 cloth for 2 rolls. All you will do is wrap it like this. Now you can use any material, whatever you'd like to use. You just roll it up. I will go over a bit, and then I will cut it and hot glue it. And then you just stick the ends in like such. And I will show you what the finish is. So this one I already did. After the material was glued on, I hot glued it. The ends like this. I just used sharp scissors, cut through. So it will this will be the bottom one. And then I'm going to use, once you do that, now the ends, as you can see, you can leave them like this and not put anything on them. but I just wanted to put something on the end, and all I can find were some googly eyes. So my googly eyes, as you can see, I've done some Mod Podge and glitter. I just wanted to show you, and then I'm going to glue it on the ends just to make the ends look finished instead of having them open. So let me just put all these, finish this up, do this one, and then we'll put all the pieces together. Okay, so I took one of the forms and I put it on. I used a little bit of hot glue, and I totally forgot when I did the pool candles. If you've all seen my pool candles, it's really hard. Unless you have a low temperature glue gun, it's gonna melt the foam on the pool noodle. So what I use is just some dollar store foam and board glue. Works pretty good. The next thing I would do is wrap this around and glue this on. You're actually seeing it backwards, so I'm just going to show you this. Once I glue that on, I did both the rollers. This is the top one. Then I'm going to stick that on like such, and move on to putting this one on, gluing that, and I already cut out my pieces. You really can do anything, so whether you don't want to use, you could actually just put the actual material all the way down. I just thought it held the paint rollers really well with the pool noodles, and putting the bling. I know we're already gonna put some bling on it, but I'm just gonna glue all this. Then you're gonna add the top, but let me just put this on. We'll get to the last step. Actually, the last step, there'll be two more, putting the ends on. Please remember to like and subscribe. Let me know the feedback. So let me just get this all on. I'll show you the final product. I'll throw some of my jewelry on there. This would make a great Mother's Day gift, gift for a friend, birthday, etc. You can change it up. The only ones at DT only had actually these white microfiber ones. If you could find maybe in another store, Dollar General, Dollarama, any of your stores, maybe you wanted to do a black one with the black material and black, or the silver bling. There's so many different possibilities you could do with this. You can change up the colors with, maybe if you wanted to do different rhinestones. I know our store has only carried the adhesive ones. They've only had the blue and the pink. I've never seen this color one. I just kind of keep it neutral with the silver bling. I love silver. So let me get all this glued up and we'll bring you back. I will glue those little googly eyes. They're still drying right at this time. So I will show you the final result when I come back, and we'll go from there. Okay, everybody, I just thought I'd show you the end result. I just put the bling on. I just glued it with some foam glue right onto the pool noodle. I had a rope of this, which was from Dollarama, just because you could see a little bit of the pool noodle on top. So I just did the 4 of them all the way around. The googly eyes, I was able to glue those onto the sides, which I think were super cute, just to add an extra touch. Let me add some jewelry and I will show you the final result. Okay, everybody, I thought I'd show you the final result. I actually put on some jewelry on it and I thought it was really cool. Turned out really pretty. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye.